Okay, we live. Shar, bring us in.
Okay. Yeah, look like your camera may be froze too, but I'll bring it out.
Dang,
Bring it in.
I guess I froze.
Okay, we live.
All right. First and foremost, we want to start off giving all glory, all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akims, the brothers and the few Akos and sisters out there pushing this truth. It's the camp, children of the light, coming in with another open forum of things going on in the world. Um, we'll get right into it.
Uh, and we'll start off with y'all economic, some y'all hold dearly. Y'all have certain podcasts called Leisure Time. Y'all got Black Economics. I'm trying to see where I want to start. Yeah, it's gonna be Habakkuk 2 and 6. Yeah. Habakkuk 2 and 6.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? You know, how long, and to him that letteth himself with thick clay.
Yeah, kind. Because this is an old ancient story that go back to the old Rothschild. That come on back to y'all giving up your gold and silver, and your precious metals to dibble and dabble and into the modern system, which was set up through the Bretton Woods Conference. Y'all know this old story. Because we all know Jacob was rich with gold and silver. Genesis, I want to say, shit, thinking 15 and 2. But I'm thinking also the Lord is a man of war, so I'm trying not to go there.
You want that? The Lord is a man of war.
Uh, um, that Abraham was rich with gold and silver. Because that's your original money. Yeah, Genesis 13.
Genesis 13. Oh, Salakia.
Yeah, I was thinking 15.
And Abraham was very rich in cattle, in silver, and in gold.
So he had gold and silver and cattle, which today the modern way was set up doing your what you call it, your currency, your fiat note, your debt note that bind you to your debt clock, which is also ran by Britain, which is ran by the Zionist Jews. Which, if you go any further than that, then your video can get flagged and canceled. So you got to kind of shut it down after that.
Okay. Can I read this a little bit more?
Yeah, go ahead.
And he went on his journey from the south even to Bethel, unto the place where his tent and had been at the beginning between Bethel and Hai and Hai, until the place of the altar which he had made there at the first, and there Abram called on the name of the Lord, which is Yahweh. And Lot also, which went with Abram, had flocks and herds and tents. And the land was not able to bear them, that they might dwell together. For their substance was great, so that they could not dwell together, you know. And that's just showing the size of the substance of Abraham and Lot. You know,
Yeah.
they had true riches, true wealth, which is the gold, silver, and cattle, you know.
And to prove how the elites was able to fulfill their new world order with that, when you look at today's society and you look at those three elements is not promoted, and they're not a part of the normal thought pattern of society. So as you grow up and you become an individual, you're not taught to have any cattle, any land. You taught to have what? A house, a lot, an apartment. And you taught to go to the grocery store and, get all your shit from there.
Mm-hmm.
So your whole thought process, and I forgot the comedian name, but he said you should own nothing and be happy.
That was Klaus Schwab.
Yeah.
The World Economic Forum said by 2030 you should own nothing and be happy. And like you were saying, because even back remember when Roosevelt took away the gold standard, you don't even own gold anymore. You know,
No, go ahead. I was gonna say, for you not to own gold and silver, that's how you're not able to control the influction and the defluction of the prices and the back and forward. Because y'all don't have nothing tangible.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing y'all have is fucking paper. So y'all depending on this printing system and whatever those behind the scenes that digitalize the numbers to tell y'all what life is and what things supposed to be.
I have a precept.
Let me pull out this real quick. It's just on the gold standard. A gold standard is a monetary system in which the standard economic unit of account is based on a fixed quantity of gold.
Hold on. One more time. That last little part, that's what everybody missed right there. Just that last little tickling.
Okay, the economic
Right, yeah.
Economic unit of an account is based on a fixed quantity of gold.
See? The economic, we dealing with economics in our society, which is what? Products and prices back and forward, which is the measurement of goods, which is what? Free market. Remember, they teach us this the basic. That's why when Elder Torah be saying the average American, even though you went to business school, you still don't understand how money works. Like you just don't get it. That's because you're not understanding from the gold standard and the fixed price of what the gold standard does. So if we have, the American people have, like Abraham and Lot, gold, silver, land, and cattle, ain't no motherfucker tell us what our shit is worth.
And that's how you know, that the whole system is imaginary and nothing is real, right? Because if you had a finite number of gold in the world economics could not reach beyond that point. So that's why if you remove the measuring stick, you have nothing to measure it against to make it real. So you can make the price or the value of anything to be anything. You can create terms like inflation and shrinkflation to justify these imaginary numbers that are not backed by any standard. Because in 1933, Franklin Roosevelt moved America from the gold standard.
There we go.
And that's it go back into the scripture about how the Lord hate them that deal in false balances.
Economics is a social science that studies the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services.
What we just said in layman terms. We just said that. But see, they don't want to hear us. They want to hear what the white man said. So even though we just broke that down, even through the scriptures, and I'm pretty sure the Occam's got even more scriptures to add on. We just broke that down. But whatever. Okay.
I did.
Right.
I was holding one precept if I could.
Yeah, no,
just on that. And this is Micah 2:2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, in houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And you being oppressed because you don't own nothing. You can't own the land because even if you got the land, you got to pay taxes on the land, right? And if you want to grow your own food or even sell your own food, in most cases to sell food, you're going to need a license. So you got to go through the government to get a license to do it. They done took away all of the trees that bear
So that make you tributary because you have to ask permission. See, a license is not a right, it's a privilege. So that I'm free shit is dead. Because then you already being taxed on the land that you own. So you paying tributary. And then you have to ask permission. Can you grow food on your own land? That's yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Just how the Roman army did what's the boy name? Seleucus, when they conquered the Greeks and he had to pay tribute to Rome. You got to pay tribute to your Rome, which is the government. If you got that land and you don't pay them taxes, they knocking on your door to reclaim what's theirs. So that's how they oppress a man in his house. You understand? Because you don't own nothing. The money you got is imaginary. It's not real. You can't even go outside and collect apples off the tree and then go sell it down the road. So any way you want to generate money is controlled through their system of oppression.
Yeah, and that's the Roman Empire being reimbursed, coming back from that deadly wound and practicing its draconian laws.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me finish this off real quick. Okay, the gold standard was the basis for the international monetary system from the 1870s to the early 1920s, from the late 1920s to 1932.
Right. Now, right there, they gave two different whole fucking dates, right? Now, to the average listener, they ain't hear that. But that's the gold and the silver being taken away in two different times. The 1920s, 1930s, that's your gold. And that first one was the silver. Because they did it at two different separate times. These motherfucking Edomites, well, leave that alone. These Edomites ain't slick.
Yep, Con. That's when you was given a dollar note. The dollar was supposed to be a silver certificate, As well as from 1944 until 1971, when the United States unilaterally terminated convertibility of the US dollar to gold, effectively ending the Bretton Woods system, which Cuz brought up earlier.
Yeah, kind of. I was gonna say that. That's ending that. Yeah, that's putting an end to that. Because they moving into the next phase. They getting ready to go to make y'all love the whore and move into this beast system, which now y'all hate the whore.
And that Bretton Woods system was set up in 1944. The war ended in 45. So they already was, pushing closer to their one world order.
You know what just tripped me out, Akim? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just as you were just reading what just tripped me out for the last 95 years. 99% of the world has been living on fake money. Think about it. They took the gold And now the US dollar is not backed by nothing. So the number of gold in the world is controlled by the 1%. And everybody else out here is living and dying on fake money because it got zero value. It's real life monopoly money.
Yeah. Real.
Yeah.
You want
And
to do Revelation 13:11?
Revelation 9,
No, 13:11.
Revelation 13:11. I got that for you. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and those two and those two horns represent the left wing and the right wing.
Yeah.
Like
Boy,
your
y'all
Democrats and Republicans.
or Pelagian patricians,
Con,
whichever time period y'all like to take.
con. And he spake as a dragon, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And that's talking about the revival of the Roman Empire, that deadly wound that was healed. It says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from the heaven on the earth in sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and then live.
Yeah, because don't forget Esau was able to have that great sword. So he always had that advantage when it comes to technology. Whether it's your modern day gun, from your gun to your what?
Atomic
Your
bomb. What I was thinking. That's the atomic
yeah,
bomb. He made that fire come down.
yeah, kind. Because remember you had your one shot.
You
And you had your 5 shot.
you had to pour the powder back in it and clean it. And
Right. Gab was able to dodge that shit. So they got the revolver, which with the revolver, they had the lieutenants and shit riding the horses. They had them motherfuckers. They pull them motherfuckers out, they get to get 5, 6 shots off. But then they had to start. Then when they came with that Gatling gun, that made a difference.
It was the same thing when the Roman Empire got established. They that's why the scriptures that's why I say they're iron, because they use more iron than any other kingdom before them. They use a lot of iron.
Exceedingly great and strong, I believe, was the word he used.
Meaning they was able to master alchemy, the mixture of metals. Those who was able to do that got that knowledge, that science, which came from the heavens. That's like Esau was able to get that gun and advance that motherfucker. They got a documentary called Guns, Germs, and Steel.
You want me to take that Revelation 13 to 16, or that's it on that?
Yeah, you can go support.
Okay. This is back in Revelation 13, 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
Right. So from the time of coming from the Roman Empire and setting up they Senate House with they councils that used to meet, which meet today, which have your 100 senators, 50, it's really 100, 2 of each state, and they got a president. Same thing. They rebirth right back.
You gonna say something, you sure?
I was gonna say, don't the book of Daniel go into that? It basically when it's explaining the Roman Empire, I tell you that it was different from the other beasts. They set up
Yeah.
their sentence
Con,
and how it was.
con.
Yeah, yeah, that was the yeah,
Daniel
yeah.
That's
7.
about
That's about.
Daniel 7. Okay. All right. Check it out real quick.
Con.
Check it out. But yeah, just like they say, shit, nothing new under the sun. All roads lead to Rome. And like the elders say, you know, we know Esau, he got this knowledge. He wiser than Daniel. We know we got this knowledge because, we prophets of the Lord and this is our lot. This is what we study. But the average 2/3 Israelite, they don't know this. They don't want to know this. And they don't care about basic knowledge, understanding, wisdom of who they are and what's going on in the world. That's why they got to be destroyed and brought back to us.
Yeah, reincarnated. People are reincarnated. Kingdoms are reincarnated, and that's what we talking about. We talking about the reincarnation of the Roman Empire, which was that beast that had that wound heal, which today y'all sucking on the titty of Babylon the Great, which is its philosophy, which is your everyday lifestyle that you living right now. And we telling y'all that the goddamn economics is finna fail. Y'all going all into this, Trump ran on two things. One, he promised you first thing, he gonna make America great again. And see, that's what's finna fail.
Con.
I'm finish at Revelation 15 and 16. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast,
Yeah.
that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, this is Revelation 13 and 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
And see, that's the Trump card right there. That's what it's all about.
Yup. We got major key players in the world that's showing it, like Elon Musk, who's inventing brain chips, microplant chips, um, you know, different people that come on that already showing you what they trying to move forward with. So, so if we telling you this, then they doing it, how could you be ignorant to the sense of that's what's going on? But we know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, 2/3 his people, since they ain't want to hearken to him, he put that veil over in your mind to where you don't get receive the understanding. That's why, like the Christian that came up with the two Northern Kingdom brothers, and they did a very great job, because we know how niggas how we can get. So they did a very great job handling him because he not gonna get the understanding. He not gonna receive the understanding because he got a zeal on his mind. And if you brothers don't know what videos, the GMS page, Biblical Defenders 7. Yeah, he reposted it to Northern Kingdom brothers, and a Judite came up, Christian, talking about the doctrine and all that. Why you don't want to talk to me? Because we tell you once, you be lucky if we tell you twice. Because after that, if you don't get it, we moving on.
This is Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel have not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded, as Akim was said. The Lord put that veil over their eyes, and they can't get it. So if they can't get it, it wasn't meant for them to get it. But for those that do get it, you understand, you gotta understand that, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai is dealing with you.
Yep.
You know,
Because okay. precept to that. Isaiah 25:7, and he, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations. All right, so we know America, that's the stronghold of the world. And what's the covering cast in America? Yo, Christian religion. You know, you got all different types of religions, really, but the main one is a Christian religion, and that's what our people flock to. You know, the Israelites. But Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he's gonna bring his people back not only to their pure language, but to who they were, because it's the only captivity that we don't know. This the only captivity the Israelites have been in that we don't know that we Israelites.
Okay,
So
this is
basically, you know, oh yeah, come on.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say basically that covering cast, it's only temporary. It's gonna be, we're gonna come back to who we are.
Yeah, and that's why that Christian came up so aggressive, because they leaders is starting to see that. So, you know, them niggas reincarnated back too. So they like, oh man, they waking up. But
Okay, it says all right, it says de-dollarization. What is dollarization? Dollarization occurs, this is from the Investopedia. It says dollarization occurs when the domestic currency of one country is substituted for another. Usually the US dollar, as such, dollarization is a form of currency substitution, right? A country typically adopts dollarization when hyperinflation or economic instability causes its currency to lose its usefulness in the foreign exchange market. Some governments may adopt some form of dollarization as they try to develop their own economics.
now that last part, it said that that's another technique that can be used. And that's happening right now through your BRICS nation. So that part of the
De-dollarization, right, Con? Because
yeah.
that's the dollarization, that's the influencing of the dollar on the other country, but other nations. But what we seeing today is the de-dollarization, which involves reducing the US dollar's dominance in global markets by substituting it as primary currency for various financial transactions.
Right. See that? So that's what your BRIC nation says about. And why is that happening? Because the scripture that we was in shall be fulfilled. That's why. See, everybody leaning on what they trying to do, how they trying to do it, how they feel, what they think, you know, whether it's Bronny Brown, Jamie James, or whatever. Meanwhile, Yahushua word do not go out void. What we was at in the damn, I shouldn't have never. I mean, I'm going back to it.
Was it Psalms? No.
Yeah, no. I want to say Habakkuk.
Habakkuk 2.
2 and 6.
Yeah. Because throughout all of the history that we just brought out and the order of how money is exchanged, really, this Habakkuk 2 and 6 through I'll say shit, really 16 is what's finna come to pass. Yeah. Anybody want to read it?
Habakkuk 2 and 6.
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to start at 6 again?
Yeah. We'll go right through.
Okay, cool. Shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him?
Right, because him is who? Who set theyself up as the #1 standard in the world for the #1 currency in the world.
Mm-hmm.
The United States of America, Babylon the Great, aka.
Mm-hmm.
That's who the fuck he is.
Right. What?
And we just went through all that history.
Gone. Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
And we went through that process, how he got rid of what is real money and gave y'all the fiat currency, which is a debt note, and gave y'all a debt clock to even reflect to your retarded, stupid ass what the fuck you dealing with.
Gone.
But then as soon as we pointed out, this is our reality, everybody say we crazy.
Right. You tripping.
Right? Meanwhile, can't nobody afford nothing, but we tripping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, that's that thick clay, that debt. Because Washington, D.C. don't owe any debt. The sovereign citizens own that debt. You born into debt. So you born, pop out, boom. Look at that debt clock. It say what, $99,000 per citizen, around that. You a part of that number. And how many of y'all can buy y'all freedom right now? You and your kids. Just pay the debt off.
Everybody gotta do their part. ain't that what they say? Everybody gotta do their part. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be booties unto them. And that's going into, and correct me if I'm wrong, Akim, and that's going into that de-dollarization that the Akim was just talking about. How these other nations are how the BRICS, how BRICS is rising up and vexing America and its allies. You understand? And thou shalt be booties unto them, spoils.
Yeah. Because now they saying, just like you did us, and devalued and took our resources and named them whatever prices you want to. We now saying fuck your currency, and we only dealing with our shit.
Because the scriptures continuously speak of how all of the nations that drunk of the wine of the fornication of Babylon are going to rise up against her. You understand? So pair that. So who is that today? Look at who everyone is moving away from today. Who everyone has a evil eye towards today. America. The whole point of BRICS Nation is to be strong against the influence or that cup of fornication of America, which is spiritually Babylon the Great.
Yeah, and that's Jeremiah 51.
Let me go back into this Habakkuk 2 and 8.
But real quick, it say the debt per citizen is $106,525.
They can have the 525, but they ain't got the 106,000.
Man, they can't even have 525. You tripping? I need that.
No, for real.
Oh, shit. You got some more on that, Akim?
You said Jeremiah 50 or
51?
51. Okay, sorry.
It's either 51. I think it's 50 and 7. Because what the Akim said, how it's basically Babylon been a golden cup.
Oh, con.
The nations drink, and now the nation's mad, right? Because they like, man, these weak ass economics, this weak ass system, the way it's set up, the way it's no, this ain't fair. The way y'all got our prices, the way y'all inflate the prices all over the world. No.
Babylon has been as Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations held drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And a lot of people didn't know what was happening in Venezuela. They had experienced hyperinflation so bad that the money was absolutely useless. They had threw the money out in the middle of this damn street, man. You know, so they economy is in total shambles.
Right. But how did their money get so bad? Because America played with the prices of the petrol,
Mm-hmm.
artificially inflating natural resources, which is like 60 to 70% of their money.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the economic hitman.
There we go. That's it.
That's the whole freaking, because when you look at it, that's the whole Latin America, South America. They all flocking to the United States. You know, and I see why they hardened criminals. Because like the brother just said, if your country's money system don't even mean shit, and you can't pay, then they just finna take some. You know, they finna take what they need.
Because the economics is being manipulated by Babylon, you know, and majority of their natural resources come to Babylon. Babylon consumes 25% of the world's resources. So them people, Northern Kingdom down there, are forced to sell their bodies to make ends meet.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, and
that's what they doing in them Latin countries.
Yeah.
If they country specialize in bananas, where you think all the bananas going?
Fucking
Who
America.
dying up the banana farms? You know, play ball. You don't play ball, okay? We Noriega your ass. You know, Panama deception. How they wanted the ports in Panama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a laundry list on you, Esau.
And he been doing that since Columbus because when I was reading, you know, his 4 voyages to the Americas, he said when he found, I forgot what country he was in at the time, but he was dealing with the Tayanos, and Columbus was like, how y'all get all this gold? Y'all
Oh,
use it for,
Ephraim.
yeah, yep, it was Ephraim. He said y'all use gold, y'all put in y'all mouth, jewelry. Where y'all getting all this gold from? And they like, shit, it's everywhere. It's where it's our homeland. It's where it's at. So he came back. No, yeah, he came back, you know, multiple times studying them, figuring them out. And then he finally said, all right, now that I know how y'all live and where to get it from, I'm finna go take y'all shit. You know, same shit they doing nowadays.
Yeah, and that's what the scripture is gonna prophesy into as we go down.
$20 in those South American countries to get you a lot of groceries. So imagine, just imagine how much less their actual natural currency is worth. You go down there with $20 at the grocery store, you get you about 3-4 days worth of, you know what I'm saying, fruit, vegetables, and some water.
Real fruit, vegetables.
Real fruit, and it's gonna taste real different from that frozen preserved shit that we get up here.
Which is 3-4 days is like 80, 90 to 110 bucks.
Facts.
You know, that's that Ezekiel chapter 3, I think. Your bread shall be defiled among Gentiles.
Yep, there we go. That's more prophecy. Dang.
I just did some on that because, yeah, motherfuckers. Edomite had the watermelon. She couldn't even break that motherfucker. You like some fucking rubber and shit.
You want me finish off that Habakkuk 2:8?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And it says, because thou hast spoiled many nations,
We just went over a lot of that.
all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee.
Yeah.
Because of man's blood,
And we just exposed a lot of that. Economic hitman.
and for the violence of the land,
Economic hitman.
of the city,
Economic hitman.
and of all that dwell therein.
Economic hitman.
Woe to him that covet an evil covetousness to his house.
There go your free enterprise and your democracy system spread all over North, Central, South America, and the world. Even Ishmael got it. Ishmael over there bugging.
Con,
The wild man is bugging.
con. That he may set his nest on high.
Gun Esau, he set his motherfucking his satellites, his spy
Yeah.
system, his new world order, because he gonna run his enterprise.
Con, that Obadiah 1:7.
Hmm.
That he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people.
Right, the Akim said it early. You been exposed, Esau.
And has sinned against thy soul.
Yeah.
For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth the town with blood and establishes a city by iniquity, which is every state city in America, because you took it from somebody else.
Going back to the old American Civil War, Revolutionary War, American Indian Wars.
The scripture say, "Do not remove a man and his landmark. Do not remove a neighbor's landmark."
Yeah, that's a good one, shit.
But this motherfucker oppressed the motherfucker everything. House and they hear.
Yeah, Esau really he filthy, man. He a backstabber, a liar.
Even to this day.
They ain't doing nothing but just living through the inheritance of their forefathers.
Because you gotta look at
Deuteronomy 19:14.
They just took Florida from the natives, right? When they first got
Reuben.
here. And yeah, they pushed Reuben down into Florida at the end of all the wars and fighting and shit. To do what? Use the HART program to bring a goddamn hurricane through. To take it from the same Edomites that's been on stolen land for the last 150, 175 years. You know what I'm saying?
Con.
And I'm looking at this shit and I'm saying to myself, it's 4, 5, 6, that's 7 generations right there.
Mm-hmm.
And he just fucked y'all ass up and took it from y'all. Because now he need the lithium and shit.
Con.
But oh well. I know one thing, I understand when you say he ain't never satisfied.
Never.
Never, ever.
Because he in that losing race. Shit, he thought Putin was playing about going over there get Ukraine and shit to get them neon. And China and them like, no good, nigga. He stretched in. He stretched in the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Now he in all kind of shit. He stuck over there with the Ukraine situation. He's stuck in the Levant with the Israel Hezbollah shit. Got migrant crisis shit going on with the civil war breaking, man. Listen.
There's always building tension between South and North Korea. You gotta have a hand over there.
Yeah, they just got involved with Russia in the world's war. So he stretched himself thin. And let the weak say I am strong. The other nations look at Babylon and be like, shit, when you come as weak as us. Shit. Because that's what's happening. You know, the infrastructure is fucked up. The people are messed up, man. The money is messed up. You know?
You got all kind of insurgents inside the country that they gotta watch, so the FBI busy. Then you have militant groups, all kinds, from shit, black, white, whatever. They gotta watch all of
Sometimes you gotta mix up black and white. You know, the damn leader of the Proud Boys, his name Rodrigo.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, like, see, you gotta mix too. They gotta watch out for everything.
Yeah, it's tribalism.
The
state or fact of being organized in a tribe or tribes. And that's what happened, you know, is completely divided. And so what does Sirach say? Sirach 10. So is the leader, so is the people. The people were proud. Now they completely divided, and everybody is stuck on thin ice, man. Trying to tiptoe around, but it's no way around it. And I'm just reflecting that from the head of them, which is beginning with Biden them, because they trying to tiptoe around what's going on over there in the Middle East, but there's no tiptoe around that. Y'all going straight to war. There's no peace treaty. It's over with.
It don't matter who get in there.
Right. And like these motherfucker liberals running around thinking it's gonna be okay now. No, it's not. It don't matter who the fuck get in there. It's going down.
You definitely right about that, Akim. Ain't no peace treaty. I mean, Israel then they weren't gonna stop if them other niggas ain't surrender, and then now they done killed so many of Iran national head figures that they got to step in. At this point, it's straight up Crips and Bloods. He killed his cousin, and he killed his cousin, and his cousin got killed.
And these ain't normal citizens. You talking about these are oligarchies, these are princes, these are these they know who they are, who they go back to. So that go back to that second Esdras 15, the Carmanians.
You're right too, because people they've been killing been around for like 20, 30 years.
Yeah. They're all Iranian nationals, although they the head of Hezbollah or they the head of another proxy group. Those head figures are top Iranian nationalists that were put there for a reason. So now once you start, nah, man, you just that was my actual brother. That wasn't some low level. That was a prince you just got rid of.
Yeah.
And we got to get you back.
Nations are mad.
Yep. Carmanians.
Raging.
Yeah, y'all want to get it?
I
got it right here.
Okay.
This is second Esdras 15 and 13. Now I'm gonna start at 29. 28. Behold, this is second Esdras 15, 28. Behold, a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots. And we was just talking about that. Iran, all of their proxies they got over there. Lebanon, right? And the multitude of them shall be
Lebanon, Syria, Iran, that little strip, Gaza, the Houthis,
yep, pretty much.
Yemen. Yemen.
Yemen. Syria, yes. Syria over that motherfucker.
It says, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also, the Carmanians, which is Iran, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars.
Right, that's the Persians. Nobody was ever able to beat them Afghanis all the way back to when Russia was over there fighting in Afghanistan, right? Russia nor the U.S. was able to beat them Afghanis over there in that terrain, dealing with the mountains. So when they buck up, because all that same little region right there, that's Elam, Ishmael, that's why they call them Arabs. It's a mixture. The Syrians, but when they get riled up in the spirit, because it's gonna happen, because you're reading about it, man, it ain't no stopping them with the big bear behind them.
If you go into the history, even the Persian Empire, the ancient the ancient Babylonian Empire, they were known for their ferocity in battle.
The Persians,
they was cold. They was known for their ruthlessness and their ferocity in the ancient world when it came to battle, and they got them same spirits. Because you got to be a cold motherfucker to strap a bomb to yourself, walk into a cafe and blow you up. It's
Death ain't the fruit.
It says, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. And this is 31. It says, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall
Remembering their nature, going back to the immortals. You know, that was the elite unit of the King's Guard in the Achaemenid Empire. And you also remember the movie 300.
Yeah.
You know, they talking about the immortals.
Yeah, they had them faces and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them. That's it on that.
I got a little prophecy of Ishmael. It's Genesis 16:11. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, behold, thou art with child, and shall bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord has heard thy affliction, and he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him, and he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren. And that's Ishmael prophecy from the beginning. So this isn't like nothing new, because even when it goes to Esau and Jacob, you know, our prophecies is called out in Romans. Damn, what was it?
Romans 9.
Yeah. But the children not yet being born, knowing doing good and evil, it was already said. So this isn't a personal thing with us. It's like, well, you know, y'all just won't. No, we don't just won't nothing. It's just what it is.
Let me read it.
Yeah. You might as well get some edify the church, the body. Got a lot of new members coming in. You know, Sakari and them trying to reinvent the wheel. So we might as well go and slow it down, get a little bit more into the basics.
This is Romans 9:9. For this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. Not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac. Sarah was the wife of our forefather Abraham, and Rebekah the wife of our forefather Isaac. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High, according to election, might
somebody got to be the good guy, somebody got to be the bad.
That the purpose of the Most High, according to election, might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth.
Right, because you get Esau in the church, they'll try to get into the storyline of what Isaac did to his brother, and what what Jacob did to Esau, and how Rebecca was a part of the deception, and that wasn't right. No.
It was said unto her, the elder. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? God forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy.
Right. And so when Moses got the storyline, Moses said, hold on, bro. Check it out. What you mean? He said, hold on, what you mean what I mean, bro? I said I got mercy on him, and I'm gonna knock his block off. What you mean what I mean, bro? He said, oh, I heard you, shit. All right, let me write that down. Moses said, let's write that down. What proved that? What proved what I just said? Because you know how certain people will say, no, bro, you like adding, you know what I'm saying? Like you really like adding to the storyline. Nigga, no, I didn't. Nigga, second Exodus, the 14th chapter, nigga tell you he was given the beginning and the end and the mystery of time. That mean he know Esau, Obadiah 1. Your ass finna get fucked up. Fuck you mean what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And
read the scriptures. Like Elder Tar said, we the authority of this. And we gonna start acting like it.
and Exodus 34:28. Yep, you're absolutely right. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. And that's what's happening.
But late Nate tell it, don't nobody know.
Yep, yep. The Heavenly Father done it in Egypt to magnify his name. You know, the fame of what the Heavenly Father had done to Pharaoh in Egypt, that went out through all the nations. Even Rahab the harlot, you know, she heard of what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua had done to Egypt, you know, and that's gonna take place in our time too, in modern day Egypt. You know, the name Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua gonna be magnified throughout the earth, man.
Anybody want to get that? I want to say Jeremiah 59:1. They shall know the name from the west. I had another one I was thinking about too, but I ain't trying to do too much.
I think it's also one in Deuteronomy, either the 29th or 30th chapter.
Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west.
When what's gonna happen though?
Oh yeah, that's wrong. Yeah, kind of throughout.
No, that's it.
Oh, when the enemy come in like a flood?
Yeah.
Oh, kind of throughout.
Right now, everything a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, we just some fantasy guys who just going into these conspiracy stuff about the military and what you call it, King Alfred plan. You know, all that shit is a fantasy right now.
Yeah, kind of.
See, all that having opening up the borders and having all these sleeper cells, that's a joke right now.
Mm-hmm. Like Yashar said earlier, Manchurian candidates.
Yeah, see, that's a joke. And having them pre-programmed to target Jake neighborhoods like it's the goddamn purge, that's a joke right now. That's a joke. Until it happens.
So shall they, Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
Esau, he gonna have his horns fully out. He gonna have a full executed order to get rid of you, and you gonna know why. And you gonna understand and remember who told you some shit like this might happen.
Then let's say things should come to pass, then shall they know that a prophet had been among them.
That's exactly why they say that.
Oh.
Then it shall be known.
The spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, shall lift up a standard against him.
And that's gonna magnify us, Akim.
Mm-hmm.
People gonna actually witness us have supernatural power. They're gonna witness angels appear at your crib, push the army back, grab you, walk you through another dimension. Right in front of them. They're gonna have this shit recorded. The news camera gonna be out there and think, oh, we got this terrorist, so forth, and we don't know, but yeah, so forth. Then you walk your black ass out in your night clothes and here come the angel from San Francisco appear and walk you into another dimension. What anybody else gonna have to say? Shit.
Yeah, that's why they do that. They predict the program and they show you movies like X-Men and or movies like Power Cell. What's that other one? Super Cell. The ones with Jamie Foxx, Power. You know,
Power.
because that's the elect, man. You know,
All
no matter how you
all that shit.
Yeah, no matter how they write it up, it's the elect.
Yeah, that's the power you got coming because Jacob's trouble is coming and it's targeted towards you. This whole controversy of the New World Order and them setting their order and how they finna go about doing it, it's about you.
Oh man, let me see. This is Isaiah 34:7. Well, I'm gonna start at 6. The sword of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah, is filled with blood and is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and with the fat of kidney rams. For the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua had a sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. And those animals go back to animals you prepare for a sacrifice. The land of Basra is the capital city of Edom, which is modern day America. And the unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and the dust made with fatness. But here's the point: for it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion. Like Yak just said, it's the controversy.
Yeah, Khan. That's why when Jake and them be trying to avoid this, it's a conspiracy theory or it's too deep, or they don't need to know all this, or they try to minimizing it. I'll be looking like, bro, this all about you.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. This got to do with Esau and Jacob. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is it that follow. They want to keep their power, and they finna lose it because your black nappy head ass. It's all about you. So welcome to your reality. So get on board. If not, sooner than later. If not, Isaiah 69 your ass to 13.
You want me to read a little bit more on Romans 9, or that's it on that?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
Isaiah 6 and 9.
Yeah, because this either this or that on your ass.
I'm gonna start at 8. This is Isaiah 6 and 8. Also, I heard the voice of the Lord Yahweh saying, "Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?" Then said I, "Here am I, send me." And he said, "Go and tell this people," right? "Hear ye indeed, but understand not. And see ye indeed, but perceive not."
Right, and that's what we doing. We like shit, all right.
Make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy.
And right, that's the angel that's doing that. See, we don't control none of that.
And that's why the scriptures always say, those that have eyes, let them see. Those that have ears, let them hear. It's all because it's always spiritual. And if you got that stony heart, then you're not going to perceive it. Right? It says, make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears.
And I can just explain that.
And understand with their heart and convert and be healed.
The precept of that is Matthew 13:11, when he said, "Blessed are your eyes, for you see, and blessed are your ears, for they hear." You know, it ain't given unto them. You know?
Yeah, kind. And we need to get that because this last verse right here, this 11th in the top.
You want to pull it out?
Yeah, yeah.
I got it.
Yeah. Just hit that 11 real quick on that 6 and 11.
Yeah, Marshall.
Okay. Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be washed. I'm sorry, Salakim, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate.
Right. The missile's gonna touch down. So if y'all don't get this gift to hear this, y'all finna get missile touchdown. That's why Elder Ty said beautiful. He said, y'all gonna eat them missiles. He said, all y'all that came in and turned y'all back on this and went back into the world, that's why the elder tell you, like straightforward, you gonna eat a missile. Shit.
And
Y'all, like, we ain't got time to play with y'all no more with this. We just telling y'all straightforward, this what it is. I ain't finna try to make you get this or I gotta go get all these scriptures. No, nigga, this what's finna happen.
this is a 12. And the Lord have removed men far away, and there be a great forsakening in the midst of the land.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it. So hey, that's on them after that.
This is Matthew 13 and 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he had.
So you better, so this a gift. Because the little bit that you is giving, you get proud of anything. I wish I could take it from you.
Mm-hmm. And that's you get abundance when you increase in the knowledge, you know.
Yeah.
Therefore I speak to them in parables, because they seeing see not,
Yeah.
and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And they go back to Romans 11 and 7, you know. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which said, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. And that's what Mashiach just read. For this people heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing.
They ain't got it. They just don't get it. It's the spirit that's blocking them.
What it say? The lights on, but nobody's home.
They
And
fully
their
indoctrinated to Babylon the Great.
okay. And their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears. And this is Yahweh Shah speaking. All this is in red. And shall understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them.
Right.
But blessed
So
are you. Oh, go
we
ahead.
always try to keep everybody on the neutral playing field. So forth.
But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear.
Unless you get that second and third admiration, then we reject you.
Come.
I got a quick precept to that. 1 Corinthians 2, chapter 13. Which you can really all start at 10. It says, according to the grace of the Most High Yahweh, which is given unto me as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed now how he buildeth thereupon. And that just goes into us doing the works, keeping pushing the works. For other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. That's how we know he the only way of truth and salvation in these times to come. 12 and 13 to 14. Now, if any man built upon this foundation gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble, every man's work shall be made manifest. So that's what the in scripture, the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of God. Because we really gonna get to see who the true the true people that was putting in the work and the truth is amongst from the false prophets.
Yeah.
Verse 14. Oh no, 13. Every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall be.
My bad, because we don't want to kind of cross them up,
Uh-huh.
so forth. We'll kind of like, how they say, classify. So we'll just classify that. The creature manifestation of the sons of God is all the people in the world who waiting for the elect to be revealed, which slash in between that is also shit. What I was gonna say, you got the damn. What was the first part? Because it was how you ran it together.
What was the scripture? You sure?
Yeah, yeah. I just gotta hear that.
1 Corinthians
Yeah.
3 and 13. 1 Corinthians 3 and 13.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no, I'm just reading.
Yeah, that's what I was reading.
Okay. Yeah, just kind of repeat it again.
Okay. Every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire.
Yeah, and fire the tribulation that you go through being in the truth. All of us. And that fire of being in the truth and the works that you have to do and you have to become, it's gonna do what? What's the last part?
It say it shall be revealed by fire.
Right,
And
it's
the
gonna be
fire,
revealed by fire. Like all that shit, what Nate and them doing behind the scenes, how they going about bringing it out from Sakari too, from us too. Everything we doing behind the scenes, once we manifest it, and y'all wish our fire hit it, it be revealed. It show what kind of fruit we got. But go ahead.
it says, and the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is.
Right.
If any man's work abide, which he have built thereupon, he shall receive a reward. And because remember the scriptures say Yahweh Shai is that chief cornerstone. So we building upon his, the works that he gave us.
And it go
If
into the so I can
uh
it goes into that scripture where you be refined in the furnace of affliction, right? Because every man's work will be revealed by fire. So when we go through this truth, when you become afflicted, you're gonna do two things. You're gonna either fold and go back into the world, or you're gonna run closer to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Right?
Right. 13 and 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried.
Right. So if you go in 1 Corinthians 3:14, if any man's work abide, which he hath built. So if the work that you put in holds up, right, while you going through that in the furnace of affliction, you shall receive that reward, right? Which is the
Crown.
immortality, right, that crown that we all chasing. That's to find the second Ezra, the second chapter.
Right. Like the elders work, right? It has held up to the fire. Yahweh Shah tried them all them years, all through the 80s, all through the 90s, all through 2000, from 2000 to 2000. You figure from 80, you figure from 80 to 90, right? from 90 to 2000, the big fallout, all that shit, right? Y2K, all that shit. Think about where you was at, what you was doing. Nothing. I wasn't doing nothing in 2000, right? You go from 2000 to 2010. They works, right? They being tried. Don't forget, they up in Connecticut. In 2000, you got the what the fuck is that?
The Y2K.
Yeah, 9/11,
Oh yeah,
2001.
yeah.
Right, they get arrested, all that shit. They get kicked out the school, the Cornelius thing, all that shit. They being tried. All that the fire. Meanwhile, they still doing what? Building Akims up, right? That's where we get our elders from Connecticut, from my bad, y'all. From what's the historian brother?
Tazadakba.
Yeah, Tazadar.
Tazadakia.
Yeah, and the list go on and on. I can name 1,000 of them. That's the elders' work being tried. Steady going, steady holding on to the foundation, moving forward. Nate and them, all the rest of them motherfuckers folded. They giving in to seducing spirits, Judas goes, all kind of shit.
They got
So
tried and they ass
yeah,
melted in that fire. Motherfucker
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
man, I'm doing this truth, but I'm still behind on my bills. Shit, my girl want to go out of town.
Right. So
Kids need
motherfucker become a
braces.
detective.
And
Right.
then
Motherfucker
motherfuckers
become
say,
a
I'm gonna give you
detective.
$150 million. Okay.
Right. Even before that though, become a detective. Throw brothers under the bus where you get sued. That's why you become an undetective. And just people works being tried. So then you fast forward to today, shit, 2024, same thing. Now we come in, same thing.
Con.
Okay, what was that? You can come on in.
I'll finish it off 15. If any man's work shall be 1 Corinthians 3:15. If any man's work shall be burned, he shall suffer loss, but he himself shall be saved, yet
Right,
so
meaning
as by fire.
if anybody you bring in, they fall off, you ain't got nothing to do with that. You still moving on.
Yep. I can only imagine too how many of the brothers, well, shit, niggas that came in under the elders that fell off like by the hundreds, and how they just had to, repetitively keep moving forward. New brothers coming in, teach them. Some of them fall, keep moving forward.
Yeah,
So
that's
where
why
they,
the elders say it all the time. We just synced this before. It's not new what you trying to do. We done synced all y'all spirits before, so we know what y'all finna do.
yep,
Like,
that's why they said shit. One day gonna come, them gates, them doors to the school gonna be closed. You know what I'm saying? And they said that's, I think they was talking about that last week. Because now we're in what the scripture say? High time. They don't want to fuck it up.
High
You
time to
rather
wake
out
up
there.
out of sleep.
Yeah, come. That in Romans.
I'm not sure, Aki.
time to wake out of sleep.
From 11.
Oh no, I can get. I got so many alerts coming in. Yeah, Romans 13:11.
And then knowing the time that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Con.
Yep. And that's the whole conclusion to the matter. That's the whole end goal.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, we catching hell out here, man. The elect, well, all of Israel, but that's why the scriptures say oppression shall make a wise man mad, because we seeing everything that's going on, and we can't just, we ain't into politics and shit like that. Shit, we the Lord's, we gonna be the Lord's governors and judges and priests. So we ain't into this worldly shit, but at the same time we gotta live through it. It's all a part of being in captivity.
Ezekiel said, I made you to be a watchman.
Well, I was thinking that. I was about to say that. All we doing is watching shit, watching and reporting shit. They got it.
We're gonna close with this one. Hey, we got anything else?
Nah, that's it.
This is 1 Thessalonians 5:5. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. We're watchmen, and sober meaning sticking to that old faithful doctrine that we have been taught, beginning with the apostles on down. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet and the hope of salvation. And our armor is these scriptures, and not only reading them and bringing them out and understanding them and knowing them, but also doing them, like James 1:21 says. So with that, man, pray you are edified. Shalom to the elect. Shalom. Kwam Yasharallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
That's wrong.